everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Chaos in Deponia, the second game of the Deponia-Trilogy. And last episode we started Chapter 4, and it was just an incredibly short chapter, even shorter than Chapter 2. Here you can see the steps that we had to take to get through Chapter 4. It was very introductory. Now we're on Chapter 5 already. Now the good news here is that it looks like this is going to be maybe one of these incredibly long chapters, which will try to balance things out a little bit, but you shouldn't do this in your game. It should be close to the same length for each chapter. If a chapter means anything, it should be that it's somewhat close to the same length. I haven't read a lot of books, but I don't recall ever reading a book where a chapter was 10 pages and then the next chapter was 400. If I think people would complain about that. Well, I'm certainly complaining about it. So we screwed up again in the story, to actually talk about the story, and got Goal injured and crashed her back on the planet. It looks like Cletus has to get back to Elysium before they can blow up Deponia. So if I can keep him from succeeding to get to Elysium before Goal gets back, then it seems like we'll be fine. It also was brought up that since Goal is missing her memory yet again, it seems like she might have made a deal with Cletus and they were going to actually stop the destruction of Deponia. I don't know. There's a radar here. Let's look at it.
I can't leave here, not without Goal. Huh. The floating black market is in the middle of the rust-red sea, far from the cruiser routes of the Organon. That's good.
So we know the Organon are planning on destroying everything around the rust-red sea, unfortunately. No items in our inventory right now. This is the floating black market.
Ah, nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure. And tar, toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Shh! You're scaring the fish.
Rotten fish. Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to make use of my cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me, Rufus, where I find lab belong to Doc.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then.
Well, gee, it seems like you might just be able to fast travel here. So I'm not even gonna walk?
I can look around the town later. First, I have to help Doc get Goal back into shape. Can't have the old coot grabbing all the credit for himself.
So the question is, are these like giant scenes or giant cities? You need to know how big these areas are going to be. So we don't know where anything is, all we're getting is a bunch of question marks. Let's go, I suppose, inside the door. That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? is, I suppose this is inside. Let's grab this crank. Because this is a point and click adventure, let's grab the tape. Anything not nailed down, I'm gonna pick up. Light bulb. Stick. Paint bucket. Well, I think I know what to do. I'll just take the stick and throw it to the dog.
Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick, or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy!
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
Okay. This dog can talk.
Go on. I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, boy. You didn't really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
So we got a crank.
Nah, that makes no sense. If the crank were electric, why crank?
Put the tape on the stick. Now we have an insulated stick. Let's use the insulated stick on a paint bucket.
Black would be better, with flames glued to the side up front. And maybe a dragon with a battle axe.
Let's use it on the lamp.
Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock. What the shock oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Because of the electric shock and so on. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be brilliant.
Okay. So I break that. Insulated and highly charged stick. Let's give it to the dog. This game has gotten pro hurting animals. It went from not allowing to hurt animals to pro hurting them.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this. You put the stick in your mouth.
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
Okay. Do we put the crank on the paint bucket?
Black would be better, with flames glued to the side up front. And maybe a
Well, that got the dog, rid of the dog. I assume he was blocking our way. We didn't even really try to walk past him. But there was too much interaction there for him to not have been blocking the way. Let's see. We have electrodes. We have a clock. We have another door. Well, it doesn't seem like anything's stopping us, so let's just walk through the other door for now.
Hey, Doc.
Rufus. At last. Gold really almost bought it this time.
But, as I can see, you have everything under control. I'll, go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need to operate right away. There's only one problem. The data cartridge is not going to survive the procedure.
I take it that's a bad thing?
Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character.
The ascension codes?
I can save the data, but I need a bunch of empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Not really. This is the floating black market after all. There's nothing you can't get here. And brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find the cartridges in the gadget shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with the local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern?
Rufus.
All right. So I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges. The cheap ones are bound to cause problems.
Well, it's your money.
Alright. So we just need to obtain good cartridges, I suppose? So there's two ways I could go about this. I could try to pick up everything as we go, which is the right way to play, and do everything as we go, which might not be the right way to play. It might be kind of pointless to try and accomplish some of these things if we don't even know what we're accomplishing. For instance, whatever this scene is, whatever this is doing, whatever this is accomplishing, I don't know. So why should I do anything until we get to that point? So, definitely more scenes in this than the first chapter, we can already tell.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the three-headed platypus behind you.
There is a platypus up above his head, but it only has one head.
We know what you're planning.
Oh yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market. You've got something very valuable there.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just say we're friends.
We're the good guys.
We fight against oppression by the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
The Organon is planning something
Something unspeakable.
so unspeakable that we cannot talk about it.
We've gotta go.
We've already said too much.
But we'll be back.
Then we'll get what is right for the heirs.
Do not talk about this to anybody.
Keep your back to the wall.
And do not forget who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
So apparently there's some anti-Organon resistance. Airbag crash. Great. Let's just look at the map. So, do we want to go back to the dock? I don't think we do. I think we're just gonna have to wander around. We're looking for the gadget shop. This is the pharmacist. This is... I think we're just gonna have to wander.
What's that?
Great. Hey, hello? What do you mean, bleh, the nerve?
Okay. Hold down the gardener. Alright. So I don't know if the areas I'm walking through are going to connect all of the floating black market, or if this is really just one small section of it. Yeah, let's go in here and see what it is. Seems like we have to actually walk around and figure out where everything is first. I think this might be the tavern. Okay, so we found the tavern.
Oh, so let me oh.
Gondolier. Well, this says to the dock. There's an egg right there.
And who have we here?
Well, if it isn't the newcomer that everyone's talking about.
They're talking about me. High time, too. All those stories of my heroic deeds are actually quite understated.
We're not interested in fairy tales.
You've got something that we want.
Huh. Tough. Good looks is something you're born with.
We are talking about the secret ascension codes.
The ascension codes? Over my dead body. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Ow!
They only have like one eye
ouch,
visible.
Oh! Ow! Ow! Oof! Ow!
He hasn't got the money.
I guess he isn't as stupid as he looks.
So what do we do now?
We'd better report this to Donna.
Lots of friendly people here. Maybe I should tone it down a bit.
Okay. Let's look at the map. Okay, there's the marketplace, the Bellevue, and one more location. So each one of these locations maybe has 5 at most, 5 to maybe 6 or 7 scenes, which is a big amount, definitely, to put all together as one big area. Let's see if this is the gadget shop. Looks like it.
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shopomat 2000. How may I help
That guy's trapped.
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
you? Of course, we currently offer 2 different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive, but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free, colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So, which brand do you prefer?
Now what's funny is we're probably gonna need the lollipop at some point in this game.
And those are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? Oh, I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe? Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Guess who I am more likely to trust? My fiance or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we'd used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Gold?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Gold must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to go.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and...
And I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
just like a remote.
Just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Gold and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go.
So she really is split into 3 different personalities. So, talk to Lady Goal, get to know second goal, find goal, get to know third goal. Take gold to Doc, get goal surgery yet again, get to Elysium with goal. Well, I can't help but notice that there is a big chunk of empty space here and here. So, this might be a shorter chapter than I realized, and we may just end up spending a lot of time, 2 chapters maybe in this area. So we have 2 cartridges and a remote.
Not necessary. I've got all the time I need.
Figured I'd click on the clock, see what it says. It does. We don't have anything we need to paint yet. go this direction. We haven't been here yet. So they have us running around trying to find gold a lot. Let's see. This door. Who's behind this door?
What is it this time? I told you, I don't lend stuff to no one. So don't complain when you get a cup of cyanide instead of milk. What the? Who are you?
I would like a knife. What do you got to offer?
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around?
Because you won't be able to walk, that's why.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
So that's like a gun seller, I believe. There's a periscope. Let's look at the map. Right. So we've been to every section. We just gotta kind of wander around now and figure out where goal is. See if she's in the tavern. That seems like a decent place she would go. But she's lost. She has no idea where she's going. Hey, called it. So here's Nod. Here's Bozo. Here's the sugar dispenser. Let's go ahead and use this.
The cartridge fits. Now the remote just has to work. Thanks to my charm, the rest will be child's play.
Alright. Let's go with green, I guess.
Right. I shouldn't necessarily start with the most difficult goal. Let's see how Doc's little invention works.
Huh? What where am I?
Don't you know? You haven't had that much to drink. This is still Gulliver's Gully, the darkest dive in the floating black market.
Floating black market? Not on Deponia.
Where else?
Rufus, I'll wring his neck.
Everything okay?
Just give me some of your strongest. As long as I'm here, I may as well rot my brain.
One rust-red brain death coming right up.
Ding. So wait a minute, I might be able just to get them all drunk. I have to convince each one of them to have the surgery. So that didn't work. Let's try the other one. That's Lady Goal. See what the other one is.
What? How did I wind up here?
Most people ask that, but very few of them really want to hear the answer.
You're funny.
Yes, let's talk to... Let's see. What is that one called? Lady Goal, Spunky Goal. Never mind. Let's talk to this goal. This one seems like the easiest.
All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression.
The thinker?
Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line.
Hey baby, what's lit? Ooh la la, pretty woman.
Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
Oh, it's you! How nice!
You have to come with me and see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
No, you...
Oh dear. I can feel it now. I think I'm running a fever.
No, you're not sick.
My feet, quick. Look and tell me if my uvula is swollen.
Will you listen to me? You're not sick.
Oh, what a relief. And here I was thinking I had to see Doc.
But you do have to see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
Yes.
This is gonna be one of those days.
So, check mark? Can't remember anything.
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Have I? That's crazy. I can't even remember how I got here.
Hey, baby.
Are you talking to me?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Should we do this joke again? He was looking at you, kid. So no. The question I think we're doing is that this is the childlike thing. So we said baby before, kid now.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Huh? Did one of your contact lenses slip? It's so dimly lit in here, I can't really see a thing.
Never mind. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
I'm naming the bugs on the counter. This is Ronnie, and this is Donnie, and this is Princess Lamefoot.
Why is Princess Lamefoot limping?
She's unhappy because she's feeling lonely. What are you doing?
Now Ronnie is Prince Lamefoot.
Oh, how cute! I didn't know you were an animal lover.
Yes, quite.
It's so strange that the first game went out of its way not to really hurt any animals. Although we did use laughing gas on a parrot. And then now they've taken it the other way. And we've hurt maybe 3 already.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Actually, it did.
Oh.
But they're all fictional animals, so I'm not really upset about it or anything.
What are you giving up?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Can't you remember anything?
Well, yes. You are... Rudy.
Rufus.
Oh, this is exhausting. My head feels as if a burning saw blade hit me in the temple.
You obviously can't remember anything at all. That makes it even more important for you to go see Doc.
You're probably right. You are such a good friend, Rudy.
Sure. So, are you coming? There's no time to lose. We need to prevent the Organon from blowing up Deponia.
Did I hear that right? You're planning to stop the Organon? Don't tell me you're with those resistance fruitcakes.
Resistance? What are you talking about?
What do you think? Janosch and his people. Who else?
Janosch?
I told him 1,000 times that I won't have any conspiratorial meetings in my bar. First, they're all death to the Organon. And then I end up having to scrape peanut chips out of the jukebox.
Did you hear that, Rufus? A real resistance movement.
I heard it. How terribly exciting. But the really important thing is that we're both headed to Doc now. We're gonna fix your brain, and...
We can't do that now. We need to join the resistance.
Yes. What?
Won't you please just come along? Will you come to see me now? Come along.
Yanosh, Yanosh. What's up with that Yanosh?
That's what I would like to know.
No, that was a rhetorical question. Yanosh is the leader of the resistance. You keep raving about him.
Really? He must be quite a daredevil.
Oh, good grief. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Yay!
So can I, when I talk to her again, can I do something different?
Oh, it's you! How nice!
Wait here, I'll
I
be
thought
right back.
when they said Daredevil, we were gonna be able to change our face and to the Daredevil.
Despite my mighty strength, I'm not going to get anywhere without tools. The flap is screwed down.
I have a screwdriver. I don't know why we're opening this. Dead Pigeon Tango. So we're gonna have to grab that.
Hey, hands off! Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Stamp your feet and steal my firstborn child?
I wouldn't talk so big if I were you. I'm at the right height to prevent your firstborn child from ever being conceived.
Yeah, I have to go. I get a pain in the neck when I look down for too long.
Short jokes. Let's talk to Bozo.
Hello, Bozo, old pirate.
We've been through this, Rufus. I am not a pirate. I'm only a junk dealer with my own trawler.
Yeah, right. And the parrot on your shoulder is only perching there by chance.
I don't have a parrot, Rufus. I've never had one.
Is that so? Then who did I feed those earthworms to whenever you were asleep?
You're a rare bird yourself.
An eagle.
Say, Rufus, was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about?
Certainly.
Then what are you waiting for?
The multiple choice box.
Worms?
Shh. Here it comes now.
How's the grog around here?
Something went wrong with the surgery.
You think so? She looks healthy to me.
Well, physically, she's in great shape. Like this. Boom, chaka chaka, boom, yeah! But mentally, it's more like... Cuckoo! Understand?
Certain people have mental problems. Yes, I understand that.
Her mind has been split into 3 parts. Now, I have to persuade all 3 of them to come back to the lab for another round of surgery.
Your girlfriend now exists in triplicate? Don't stretch yourself too thin. Handling one woman's hard enough. But 3 at a time?
I'll manage somehow.
Don't tell me I slept through the entire passage. I guess I did.
Oh, don't tell me I slept through the entire passage.
Like a platypus. Only you mumbled in your sleep.
I was dreaming of my next big adventure.
Would that have anything to do with ballet, sweet cheeks?
He should have called him Sugar Puff to call back to the first chapter of the first game, because that truck with all the pink stuff in it was owned by a guy named Sugar Puff.
How's the grog around here?
This is peppermint.
And there was a ballet figurine.
Yeah, right. Tell me another one. Pirates drink grog. Everybody knows that.
But I'm not. Listen, I talked to Doc. He says your skewed perception may be an indication of a serious head injury.
And the scar next to your eye may be an indication of an exciting sea battle. Harr!
Seriously. Did you ever fall on your head? I mean, between the 2 times since we've met.
Anchors away! Hoist the sails! Avast ye landlubbers! Yo ho 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 ho!
Oh well, none of my business. Just as long as you don't forget to pay me for the passage.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum! Arr. See you later.
Don't get lost.
Oh, so I have to now pay him. Uh-oh. We'll take the sugar dispenser. Maybe we can convince Nod here to cover up his other eye.
Excuse me?
What do you want?
Where's your pal?
Say, where's your pal?
Wink? He's got in our secret hideout, even though he's not really qualified. Blind as a bat in his right eye. And the right eye is the important one after all.
Huh? Who says that?
My mama. Why?
I think an apology would be in order.
What for?
Like, for attacking me in the street?
Listen up, kiddo. I'm a member of unorganized crime.
And how does that give you the right to assault innocent passers-by in broad daylight?
That's the way we roll.
Cool. So, unorganized crime. What is it exactly?
We're just like a criminal organization without the organized bits.
So,
what does the Organon think of your organization?
This is the floating black market, kiddo. We don't care what the Organon thinks.
So, what about that Organon official right behind you?
What? Very funny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Could I join you, maybe? I'm incredibly unorganized.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
I'm very resilient. I'm a good listener.
I'm very resilient. I can fall from a tower 2 miles high into a pile of syringes without taking any damage.
Remarkable. And can you juggle balls on your nose?
Oh, really? I'm a daring adventurer, not a circus ocelot.
Yeah, that's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I'm a gifted tinkerer.
Really? So what do you tinker?
Power inverters, escape machines, a life of order and contentment.
Yeah, that's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
So I need to be reckless.
I certainly am reckless enough.
And no, you're not.
So how can I prove to you that I'm reckless enough?
You'd have to do something truly reckless, like shave Donna's cat, for instance.
If that's all.
That wasn't a serious suggestion. Nobody in his right mind would ever do something that reckless.
Hey, I'm not nobody in his right... Don't try to stop me.
Okay, so we have a new goal.
I'll soon be part of your organization. You'll see.
Ah, beat it.
I'll get back to you.
Whatever.
The obligatory sugar dispenser. Let's see if the lid is nice and loose. Yep, the way it's supposed to be.
So now, do we give it to Bozo and spill sugar all over him?
Do you have any idea how this could help me win over one of the goals?
Nope, not a clue.
Oh, put a little effort into it. Just because I gave you the afternoon off doesn't mean you don't have to think.
Gave me what? Since when do I work for you? You haven't even paid me for the passage.
Yeah, and if you go on being impertinent, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, let's try this with Gulliver.
Do you know anyone who is familiar with things like this?
Say, did you steal it?
Just forget I asked.
Give it the goal.
She's sweet. She's right for me.
So it looks like there's gonna be a lot here to do. Let's go to this bathroom door.
Locked.
We got a locked bathroom door as we pixel hunt here. We've got the music needs to be able to be changed. We need to talk to this guy. So let's go up here and talk to this guy first. Well, let's go talk to this guy first.
Hi.
Ah, a new customer. Welcome to Gulliver's Gully. I'm Gulliver. If you need to use the bathroom, let me know, and I'll give you the key, the flashlight, and the wolf repellent. We assume no liability for damages caused by the peanuts on the counter. So, what can I do for you?
It's pretty dark in here.
It's pretty dark in here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Most of my regulars aren't a pretty sight. But if you think this is dark, just wait until the generator breaks down again.
Does that happen often?
Unfortunately, yeah. It's the salty air. Almost the same effect as sugar in the tank. Odd, isn't it?
Okay, so we now know what to do with the sugar. Give me a drink.
A drink, please.
Have you got any money?
Well,
I thought so. I mean, just look at you.
Why does everybody always say that?
Come back when you've got money. Transients don't get a tab here.
A drink for the lady, please.
A drink for the lady, please.
Oh, that is so sweet of you.
Yes, isn't it?
You're the best. Really.
Got a point there.
But I only drink milk.
We don't serve milk anymore. Never quite got the hang of milking a platypus.
Bummer.
Here's a good question. What else is there to see?
What else is there to see in the floating black market?
Don't tell me you're a tourist. In that case, you'd better go uptown, assuming they let you in. Downtown is reserved for smugglers, fences, gamblers, and pirates. For a special thrill, I recommend watching the platypus pataka in the market arena. However, fighting only takes place when two squabblers are going after each other.
Platypus fights.
Can't the jukebox play a different song for a change?
What do you mean? It plays a different song all the time.
Are you sure? It does sound pretty familiar, you know.
Leave my jukebox alone. Nothing but classics in the playlist. My favorite is the mating song of the junk crabs, but only when the door's closed. I have enough complaints about crab bites as it is.
Let me use the bathroom then.
I, need to use the bathroom.
Then you should sign this waiver first.
A waiver? I hereby confirm that I am not entitled to seek damages against Gulliver, Gulliver's Gully, or Splash Me Toilet Outfitters in the case of blah 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 blah, hair loss, chemical burns to the nasal mucous membranes, blah 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 blah, spider bites, rat bites, wolf bites, blah 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 blah, leprosy, psoriasis, or any kind of curse inflicted by indigenous tribes? Who would sign this nonsense?
Well, the owner of the drugstore, for one.
Is he suicidal?
No. Blind. Using this bathroom is also a popular test of courage. I mean, popular with those who are named in the will. Garliff up there currently has a bet going on with his buddy, Lebo. But, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's still got plans.
Yeah, well, I have a plan, too. I'm planning not to act like a coward. Hand me that pen.
You don't have to do this. You know that, right?
I've never done things I had to do.
Well then, good luck. When your urge to go becomes stronger than your sense of self-preservation, you can ask Garliff for the key.
I'll do that.
So,
see you later.
Come back when you're serious about buying a drink.
This tangled web is only getting more tangled.
May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent.
Didn't we meet in front of docks? Okay. Let's join the resistance.
You're part of a resistance movement, or so I've heard.
Who said that? That's top secret information.
Sorry, didn't know that. And the others don't seem to be clear on the concept either.
Then please tell them. We can't have everyone broadcasting my secrets.
May I join you?
Impossible. Could be an Organon spy.
But how are you going to fight the Organon if you don't recruit new members?
Through passive resistance.
Meaning you do nothing?
But we do. We constantly hatch new plans about how we can resist even more passively. Sometimes we even don't say a bad word about the Organon for weeks. That's how passive we are.
Wow. The Prime Controller is going to blow a fuse when he finds out.
Good question. What are they rebelling against?
What are you rebelling against?
Against our oppression by the Organon. What else? Death to the Organon!
What has the Organon ever done to you?
Well, It oppresses me with its constant oppression. It makes me furious.
Please let me join. I want to impress a woman.
Please let me join you. I want to impress a woman.
You think that would work?
Of course. Women go for courageous men.
Men who have the courage to use a filthy bathroom in a pub.
Yeah, I was thinking of the kind of courage you need to join a good cause.
Hey, but I'm already doing that. Here, take this bathroom key to Gulliver. I no longer need it.
Why are you sitting all by yourself?
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense.
Let's play.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yep, here they are.
Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
What? You're a professional rock, paper, scissors?
So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
Yeah, I'm an expert. A professional gamer. A prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do it in my sleep. But my rock really rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make full use of my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
Might as well exhaust all the options.
No. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon! Death to the Organon! Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
So we have to get official tournament fingers. Interesting. Let's grab the razorfish.
Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor.
Okay, so I have to turn off the power to steal a razorfish. Let's use the bathroom key and go in the bathroom. And then I think that will be all I can do in the tavern.
Did it just get colder in here? Ah! What is that? Oh! Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Anything but that! Take it away! Take it away! Ah! Not this agony! Ah!
Everything okay, kid?
I've been in worse tavern bathrooms.
It's just, I heard these noises, and let's just say the toilet paper could be softer. You don't have to play the tough guy for me, kid. I've been in there before, and I know the toilet paper. I feel your pain. By the way, you got a piece stuck to your foot, and you should remove it before someone sees. They wouldn't understand.
So we've now got a shred of toilet paper as an item. You can't use the key or go back to the bathroom door again. I don't think we'd need to. So let's go out to the harbor.
Oh, sole mio.
So let's deal with the generator here and blow it up.
I don't see a switch. No matter. With a little technical know-how, it shouldn't be a problem. Turn off!
So we have sugar in the generator.
Wish I could remember. Is sugar in the tank good or bad for the engine? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Bad.
Right. It was bad. Thought so.
So, if we just pixel hunt here for a moment. Let's see, I don't think there's this egg. Let's pick up this egg, why not, while we're at it. And there's this gondolier that we need to talk to eventually.
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end.
Well then, use the toilet paper on the egg.
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end.
So I can't pick up the... Oh, music stand. Let's see if we can get the music from them.
Yoo-hoo! What is that sheet music?
La musica si fa volare. Dice una canzone molto romantica. La 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 la.
Calzone.
Prego.
Can't you sing something else for a change?
Con piacere, ma sfortunatamente, but it's too bad. I have just uno singolo spartito. Only
he's not
one
really speaking
musica scelta,
Italian.
comprende?
Some of it. Cool gondola.
Sì, questo cabrio molto confortabile con tutto extra speciale.
With all the extras? What extras?
Airbag?
Airbag.
I don't mean to worry you, but the Organon is planning to blow up Deponia.
No apprensione, don't worry. Con una bella canzone on your lips, all is gonna be bene in the end.
Nothing's gonna be bene. The whole planet is gonna go kablooey.
So I will sing Fina Laura, la 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 la.
Oh, brother. I hope they hurry up with their explosion. Aren't you a bit of an expert when it comes to romance?
Oh, amore, sì. What do you want to know, eh?
So, there's this shy woman, a little naive.
You need to say no more. You are innamorata di una bella bambina timida. So you must be formidable. Impressionar her bambinas tímidas. Want aventuras. Un uomo criminale.
You mean she'd fall for a bad guy?
No, a polka and a prod.
Okay. So I need to join the criminal organization to...
Yeah, same to you. Arrivederci!
Huh? What's that mean?
Nothing.
He doesn't even know what arrivederci means. So... Can we sneak around here in the dark?
It's really dark here, but not so dark that I'll have to use my legendary sonar hearing. After all, I have the brightest eyes in the whole southwest quadrant. Breathing all that mercury vapor when I was a kid is finally paying off.
Speaking of kids, you know, his father never came back into the story. That element never came about. Alex the jukebox dwarf is apparently asleep.
Ouch! Oh! Ha! Oh! Nothing happened. Quiet. Ha! Got it.
Let's grab the candle.
Hey, leave the candle alone. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator goes on the fritz.
Maybe I should have put the candle out before I set this off, but it doesn't seem like it's necessary. And the generator's back on now. So one last thing, we'll switch the song with the music stand.
Oh, sole mio.
Why don't you play something else for a change? Here. The Dead Pigeon Tango.
It's not so romantico, but va bene. I will do my best.
Which isn't much. The Dead Pigeon Tango.
Well, I thought I was gonna get the romantic one, but I guess I'm not. So where are we in this chapter now? We have get an official tournament hand, get to know the second goal, use the remote to talk to the different goals. We should probably get to know the other goals too and talk to them. I imagine, yep. It looks like we are going to end up doing a lot. Now that I look at this and think, we have Lady Goal here that could easily go in a giant circle in this section and have a lot to do there. We have the second goal, which could easily be all of this has to be done. And then we have the third goal, which could be all of this. And then that would fill up this page quite a lot. A lot more than like this is filled. So we spent most of our time, well, we spent a good chunk of time in the tavern, and I think we still have a lot more to do. And so that's what we will do next recording. Let's just quickly, before we leave, look at the videos. We did 6, well 5 for the first chapter really, and we've already done 3 for this chapter. I wouldn't be surprised if there's even more than 5 for this chapter, because look at, there's quite a lot of these here. In fact, it's almost that chapter 4 was so short it feels like they wanted to just make a cartoon about this, and you could probably do that. Might be a little bit smoother too, but I'd rather it be a point-and-click adventure game because we do need more point-and-click adventure games. I don't want to see the genre die out or simply become all Telltale products or all products of 2 or 3 companies. I want to see some new challengers to the market. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.